Come on, let's go.
Yes, ma'am.
Go ahead.
Hey, how you?
Good, how are you?
I need some information. I'm trying to find out an officer, Evangelista. He picked up my son, and I'm trying to find out information about him, like his first name and his badge number.
I can give you his name. When was the arrest made?
October the
Last
2nd.
year?
Yes,
Okay.
2022.
What's your son's name?
Lavelle, Lavell, Lane,
Right, last name?
Lane, Lane,
Spell the first name for me again.
Lavell.
Is that all you need is his name, or you need a copy of the report, or what?
All of it, please.
And his badge number, please.
Yeah, I can't give out his badge number.
Is he not a public servant?
Yes, that badge number is about public service.
I don't need to give the badge number.
If I may.
His name will be on the report.
Okay.
This his last name is on the report, I believe.
No. His first initial's on there. He's the only one with that last name. Just go to that records window and they can pull you a copy of the report.
Okay.
That's the case number related to that.
All right. Thank you. Is Mr. Chuck Wright here? Is this his office?
It is.
Okay. Hi, how are you?
Sorry, I had one.
No problem. We need the name of Evangelista, his first name and badge number.
Okay.
This is the case number that officer. Sorry, what's your name?
Sergeant Reeves.
Sergeant Reeves. Sergeant Reeves told us this is the case number. Yes, we need, first name and badge number of Evangelista.
And you want a copy of the report as well?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
I'll be right back.
All right, thank you.
We still don't know his badge number. We don't know his first name as of yet.
Let me go back and look it up.
Hey, what's your name?
Greg Satterfield.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
We're looking for officer's name and badge number. Would you be able to find that?
What is this? Badge. We'll give you the name, but badge numbers.
He picked up this young man right here on October the 2nd and took him to Spartanburg Detention Center at 10:25, 4:45, he was dead. This is my son, Lavelle Lane. And we've been trying to find out who Evangelista is.
So he picked them up.
Walking on Chestnut Highway.
And the individual was at the jail. He passed away at the jail. Is that right?
Yes.
What was he charged with?
Pedestrian in the roadway.
What is your capacity?
Captain of Uniform Patrol.
Or do you have a card or anything?
No, ma'am. No.
Can I get your information, please?
What-
Your telephone or your email? What's your name?
Greg Satterfield.
Greg?
Yep.
Since you don't have a business card, which is highly unusual. The last name?
I'm sorry. What did
Your
you say?
last name?
I'm sorry. What did you say before? I didn't.
Your first name and your last name.
Satterfield.
How do you spell that?
SATTER
S-A-T-T-E-R
F-I-E-L-D. Yes, ma'am. Just like field.
Field. Field,
Yes,
okay.
ma'am.
Greg Satterfield. And you're a captain?
Yes, ma'am.
We're just trying to get some information. It's been 140 days that my son's been deceased. I'm his mother, this boy right here.
Yes, ma'am.
And they took him to the Spartanburg Detention Center for walking on Chestnut Highway on October the 2nd. And they transferred him to the detention center. Mm-hmm. And that's all I know. I don't know anything else. It's Evangelista.
You don't have his first name.
I've been trying to find out his first name since October the 3rd, since the coroner knocked on my door.
Yeah.
What is the complaint with Evangelista? Is it that he was picked up?
That's
so
where
we-
it starts. So we're trying to find surroundings for where it began. We don't have any information. So
This is his sister.
Okay.
That's my
where
daughter.
it begins. We don't have a name. Now put inside of your shoes of myself and anyone else. If someone picks up your son, would you want to know their first and last name?
Yeah, did you guys go through the formal complaint?
For you?
No. You can fill out a form here with a formal complaint.
In regards of what?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. What is the complaint?
Would you be We're just trying to find the first name and badge number of
Yes,
Evangelista.
ma'am, and I'm telling you what I'm trying to find out. Do you have a complaint on Evangelista?
No.
Pull it up.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you. I can give you the form. You fill out the form.
But I never had, I didn't know I needed
And put
one.
the case number with.
They have attorneys and everything.
Yeah, so this is the thing, it's not a complaint yet because they didn't think it was an issue giving out his first name and badge number. Obliged to give it?
No, not the badge number.
If I may, can I get it in writing? The fact that you don't have to give your badge number every
We
hour.
are just obligated with the policy to give our name. We give you the name.
You should have it displayed on your chest clearly so we didn't have to ask that.
Yeah, once you do a FOIA request. That's how you get policy. I don't just hand out policy. What complaint do you have on Evangelista?
I just want to know the policy
And
asking,
I've explained to you what that is.
because Evangelista is responsible for bringing Lavelle Lane to the detention center
If you
and
have a
therefore.
complaint on Evangelista, that's where I would start. You need his first name for. If you don't have a complaint, what do you need to know? Why you need to know his first name?
Because Lavelle was killed, and to this day, and we need to know the first name and badge number of one person.
What I'm going to tell you to do is do the formal complaint, and then that starts the process. He's been identified by his last name.
I need something in writing.
Okay, I'm just a civilian. So if Greg Satterfield can't do it, I certainly can.
Who's above Greg Scatterfield?
The sheriff.
Who would that be?
Chuck Wright.
Chuck Wright. Okay.
I can't do anything for you. Unfortunately, I'm supposed to do it. Renew.
She really closed that window.
That's strange. What if I need help? They're not gonna help people?
Hypocritical. That's all it is.
Do you have anything in this office of written policy of any kind?
We have access to it as employees, but for non-employees to have access to it, you have to do a FOIA, just like Captain Satterfield. You have to get a FOIA.
Would you do me a favor, get a pen and a paper. Can you write down what you just said for me? A law enforcement office with no business cards whatsoever. No badge numbers displayed anywhere.
Because they don't want you to know who they are.
This is spontaneous.
Freedom of Information Act. I just need something written in policy.
No, ma'am, I cannot release those to you.
Okay, what's the procedure when you detain somebody? Do you have it written down anywhere?
Yes.
Or what's the procedure?
We have our policy.
How do we know? How do we know?
That means you're able to kill us without accountability, correct?
And transparency.
You, as a non-employee, can request it through the Freedom of Information Act. When you do it through the Freedom of Information, is there anything else I can help you with?
My son was killed October the 3rd. He was walking on Chestnut Highway. Officer Evangelista picked up my son and took him to Spartanburg Detention Center. And I haven't had any answers as of yet. That's why we're here.
And minor questions in regards to this, and we can't even get no type of answers, is deliverance. Just transparency is something we're asking for, and you rolling your eyes if we're asking some type of statement of considerancy. That's low.
That was my boy.
That's low.
This is him.
That's low. Guaranteed that's
He was
low.
29 years old. I'm just asking.
No, this is insane.
I don't see why I have to fill out paperwork to find out an officer that is supposed to protect and secure.
Copy of the report.
His name is still
It's
not,
not
on there. I don't think that's a crime. I don't see what's against the law with that. I'm trying to figure out who picked up my son and took him to Spartanburg Detention Center. That's all I'm asking.
That's his name right here.
He don't have a first name?
We don't have badge numbers anymore. We're doing away with them for the simple reason.
So why are we acting and pretending as if y'all did when we just asked him?
New people.
He's not new.
Now,
Wait, a
old
question.
people do.
No, instead of badge numbers, what are you guys using now to identify yourself?
Call numbers.
What's your call number?
It depends on what area. I'm not familiar with him, so I don't know what area you work.
What do you mean? Are you trying to get copy of policy?
Yes, ma'am.
Of any written policy.
Well, yeah, but you can do a FOIA request.
Why do we have to do a Freedom of Information Act if you have,
It's not something we just give out. It can. I mean, you can.
where is that written?
Yeah, as far as that goes, yes, in policy, but that's not something we just give out because somebody wants a copy. You have to do a FOIA. You would still have to do a FOIA.
So after the FOIA, what's the step? If you don't mind me asking.
That's how you do the FOIA.
You fill it out and turn it over to you, and then what?
No, it's not. I mean, it's turned over to our public information officer. So yeah, he would be the one to review it and make the request on that.
So that's more time. There ain't no telling how long that'll be, a day, two.
I mean, it's not going to be like months, or it's not going to take weeks or months. But Lieutenant Bobo is who handles that.
Lieutenant Bobo.
Yeah, he's the public information officer. So if you want to do the FOIA request to try to get a copy of the policy, then you can do that.
That's his real name.
County
Yeah.
FOIA request.
That's your option.
Okay.
My son is in the ground, and I'm just trying to find out why.
Have you talked with it? Well, I'm assuming you've already talked to somebody at the jail.
Absolutely. Rusty Cleavenger, Jonathan Nodine, Mark Keel from SLED, Alan Wilson, who's now the Attorney General, reviewing the video.
It's disrespectful, no.
You may not take it as that concern, but when we're talking to one of you individuals and someone's rolling their eyes at
And
us,
she closed a window in our face.
I'm not understanding, and this is not our first time being up here.
Right. Are you going to? So, do you want the information to do the FOIA?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, please.
Now, my question is with this process.
Is that the number?
We fill this out. So when this is completed out, what is the process of this?
So
Withholding.
you're filing that on him, right?
Correct.
So, yeah. So once you fill it out, it'll be turned over to his immediate supervisor.
We give it to you?
Yeah.
Really too much.
For a first name
Freaking name.
and a badge number that don't even exist. But they've been pretending like that's something that they've been having, and that's why I'm flabbergasted.
Some of the policies, Littleton.
What Littleton?
Sergeant Littleton under the evangelist.
And what's the following process?
They'll review it. They'll speak with him. They're going to contact you, and then they'll go from there. But it has to start off as far as chain of command with the immediate sergeant. And if it has to go further, then it'll go further.
I just got a question.
Thank you.
Now, how come in the streets? How come in the streets when you are pulled over by an officer and you request the same thing, then he is immediately supposed to give you that information, but yet here, when we're trying to do things the proper way,
It's been changed since. When you're pulled over in the street, we don't have to give you our badge number anymore.
Thank you. Who changed it?
That's SLED.
SLED.
he doesn't have the power to change that.
That's horrible.
That's national. He does not have the power to change it. Pretty
No,
much.
it's a, SLED has a, what's the word I'm looking for?
That's ridiculous.
All around.
It's horrible. It's horrible.
A universal policy is what SLED has.
Universal to who?
To all the departments. All the departments have the same policy.
What's the policy?
That we don't have to give badge numbers.
Okay, where is that written that I can walk away with?
Everything is local. Yeah.
What's your name?
Sergeant Shepard.
Sergeant Shepard. Are you a private citizen or are you working in the capacity of a public officer?
What day is it?
That capacity you're sitting at a desk right now. So as a public service, don't you know have duties and responsibilities to the public?
Correct.
So where is it written?
There is a written policy, but I was just explaining to you how to go about it. I mean, obviously there's state law and there's policy. There's those that we have to go by.
Right. So where is the public policy pamphlets or anything on this desk for the public to know?
You can look it up online.
What if a person can't look it up? What if the seniors need to know how you treat them? How are they supposed to know?
Okay, but as far as state law, anybody can access that. That's
I'm saying those who cannot, those who have a disability and cannot.
I'm not going to list any more.
Lavelle Lane probably had to deal with the same attitudes while they were locking him up and tasing the crap out of him. Officers rolling their eyes and yelling at him.
Not to mention the 15 people that have already been killed.
15.
15 body bags out of the detention center. In what, 2 years? But you
And I
think
can
that's acceptable?
only imagine, and this is just the treatment of us, and we're not even being arrested.
None.
And I'm asking for answers. That's all.
Y'all get the complaint form filled out?
Yes, sir, we did.
Sorry, so they completed the,
Yeah, I was making copies.
okay. Everything good? Okay. You had the complaint form filled out?
Mhm.
Okay, we'll be getting back in touch with you. Thank y'all. Have a good day.
And what's your name?
Lieutenant Bush.
Mr. Bush, okay.
Yes, ma'am. I was going to say, I'm going to reiterate what the captain said, that you just need to probably touch base with the South Carolina Attorney General's office, because that's who's handling the case right now.
Is the forms done? Thank you guys. Have a good day.
Yeah.
Thank you. Have a good day.
My day
Again,
would
don't
never
come
be
after
good.
this.
My brother's dead. So until we get answers, That's when I can tell you to have a good day.
Thank you.